Welcome to your Life on Mission using MissionHub. My name is Simon Xiao. I want to thank RCCG, Redeemed Christian Church of God, Central Missions Board for inviting me to speak at this conference, the Digitally Mobilized Church. Well, I'm so encouraged by the huge step of faith to organize this much needed conference. I also want to thank the Great Commission movement of Nigeria and Indigenous Nigeria for their tireless work in mobilizing digital missionaries all across the country. You guys truly inspire me. I love working with you all. Well, this short session is to equip you to live your life on mission using this simple mobile app called MissionHub. The Bible has called us very clearly that to say that we are the light of the world and to let your light shine before others. Matthew 5:14 and 16. This is not only a vision, but also a commandment. But we recognize it's really hard. Mission Hub is all about intentional living. More specifically, it's a useful tool that can help you with taking steps of faith. We want people to be intentional with the people around them. So what is Mission Hub? It's a free app that can help you be intentional with those around you, one step of faith at a time. I want to highlight the last phrase, one step at a time. This is the primary value that Mission Hub brings to its users. Suggested steps of faith that believers can choose to take with the people around them. Step by step, it helps users develop habits of missional living. And you will get to see and celebrate your people as they take these steps of faith and live on missions between Sundays. So the key phrase here is simply this: be intentional with those around you, one step of faith at a time. And we've talked quite a bit by now about this idea of missional living or living your life on mission. So what's it all about? Let's talk a little bit about that. When we say missional living, each one of us may have slightly different ideas of what that means. This is how we have come to define it. Missional living is like living like Jesus by intentionally taking steps of faith in everyday life. It is demonstrating and communicating the gospel to people wherever they are. It's in your everyday life, and that's what missional living is all about. But let's start off with the first guiding principle of Mission Hub, which is every person matters. God has placed us around other people, and every person matters to God. Whether they are friends, family, co-workers, clients, classmates, neighbors, others, each person is unique, not just in who they are, but also where they are. We often say, every person has a name. Every name has a story. And every story matters to God. Where are the people in our lives right now? Who are they? You and I need to discover that story behind that person or that face. And that story could be quite different from what we expect. This leads us to a fundamental principle of our mission, which is everyone is on a spiritual journey. While everyone's journey looks different, most people's progress through a 5-stage journey towards God. These stages you see here are a core part of Mission Hub. So the first could be an uninterested person. They are contented with life or their beliefs, and they show no interest in Jesus. Perhaps this person could be curious. They are somewhat open to spiritual conversations or seeking to know Jesus. Or he could be forgiven. He believes in Jesus as Savior, but perhaps not growing spiritually. Then you have someone who may be growing. Jesus is their master, and they are learning to follow him as a way of life. And finally, you have someone who is guiding, who is committed to help others know and follow Jesus. When we live on mission, it means we're engaging people all across the spectrum of the spiritual journey with the gospel intentionally, right? And to help them move towards Christ to the right, right? and then to move them towards living on missions themselves. You get it? But it starts with first identifying where they are spiritually, then we can meet them there, and then to guide them in taking the next step of faith with them. So let's recap. So the first thing I said was every person matters and everyone is on a spiritual journey. Next, this leads us to another Mission Hub's guiding principles. When taking steps of faith, every step counts. It could be the little actual steps that you take to walk over to your neighbor's house to greet him, to build trust, to grow a relationship, to demonstrate your faith through actions, perhaps to spark a conversation, maybe to be open, honest, and vulnerable, and to ultimately point them to Jesus. We want believers to know that a step of faith to walk next door, to meet a neighbor, or to invite a friend over for dinner, to ask someone how we can pray for them, each of these steps are significant in the bigger picture of living on mission in your everyday life, and then point them to Jesus. There are many different ways that you can take a step with others. And Mission Hub gives you 4 ways or categories to think about how to relevantly and holistically be intentional with others. I'm going through this a little bit more detail so you can see how it can help you. Right? You start off with, so as I said, Mission Hub suggests 4 ways to draw someone closer to God. And these are categories to prod them along in the journey. So the first one is relate. You get ideas to help you deepen this relationship and build trust because it's critical. Second is to pray, to ask God to talk about this friend or this neighbor to God, and then ask Him to reveal and to ways to invite God into this relationship with this person. Care. You get ideas to help you demonstrate that you care about this person. And finally, to talk about what this person believes and the way you can help them know God. So this sums up together in this relate, pray, care, and share. These are 4 specific areas that the Mission Hub will prompt you. Now on the app, this is how it would look like. You would see that you can choose a step with a friend. This guy is called Adrian, and you can take Adrian out for a meal. You could share a story with him, or if there isn't anything else that is suitable, you can create your own step in any of those categories. Okay? So in these uncertain times, with all kinds of calamities and instabilities around us, how do we as people who follow Jesus respond? What would steps of faith with those that you're trying to lead look like? Think about it for a moment. I want to encourage you to jot it down. Mission Hub would give you some prompts and suggestions. For example, in this season, many are struggling with fear and anxiety and loss. And Mission Hub can prompt you with a simple suggestion like maybe share your anxiety with Samuel. Perhaps give Samuel a call. Focus on the practical needs. Personally, one of the things I really appreciate about Mission Hub is that it would send me a notification, a reminder to pray for my friend, offer an idea or a suggestion or question that I could use to ask my non-Christian friends. So here's what we've talked about so far. Every person matters. Discover where they are on their spiritual journey. Ask, are they interested or uninterested, curious, forgiven, growing, or guiding? And then second point is every step counts. Every single step counts. Take faith steps with the people in your life. And you can use the simple framework that Mission Hub offers. How could you relate or pray or care or share? it will prompt you, Mission Hub will prompt you as you choose these intentional steps of faith. Finally, your faith, your life on mission should be done in community. And the final principle for Mission Hub is no one should do it alone. Your life on mission would be more successful in the steps of faith you're taking when you do it in community. Mission Hub communities are key to helping everyone live on mission together. And I'm going to share how you can do that. For example, here we have Mission Hub communities. It's a place to do mission together. You can see and celebrate and challenge each other as you reach out to those around you. Shortly, I'll share some links for you to join the global community. This would be a global community of believers who are committed to share their faith. Be part of the indigenous digital outreach community. And you see the link shortly in the slides. I want to give you an overview of the app and a demo, and it will come after the end of this video, and I would let the organizers decide whether they want to play it right now or they can play it later. But I want to thank you once again. If you see the QR code there, you can scan and it will lead you directly to be able to download the app, whether for Android or for iPhone. Here are some resources to help you take steps of faith. As I mentioned, that's a QR code. You can scan that. And I've talked about the indigenous digital outreach community, right? Well, you can go to this link, ndgt.us/join MH for Mission Hub, right? Just type this in and use it especially in your mobile device. Okay, the other option for you is also to use a community code 456141. And you can do that when you've already installed the Mission Hub app, and all you need is to go to the communities piece and say, I want to join a community, and you enter this code. All right. Finally, I want to remind you that Mission Hub is a product stewarded by the global indigenous community, and there are lots of resources on our website. I want to show you a quick picture here of the main website where we are desiring to engage and unleash believers into digital missions. That's you and I. You find a lot of good content that is helpful for you as you live your life on mission. You also learn how to share your faith through stories, overcoming obstacles, building momentum, and even bringing others along with you. So subscribe to the website to receive posts or emails in your inbox. Better still, join the Facebook group where you'll connect with Christians from around the world who love Jesus and desire to bring Jesus to those around them. So it's been a joy to spend this time with you, and I just am delighted that you want to be positioned to be used by God. And I just encourage you to keep pressing on, and I pray that Mission Hub will serve you in that mission. Go watch that demo if it would help you. If not, just download it and play with it, and God bless you. Thank you so much.